Marla Mason. It's a blessing and a privilege to serve as your minister this morning. I'm going to begin with our reading from our book of the month, The Gentle Art of Blessing. I am on page 154. No, I'm not. Well, I marked the wrong page. There we go. I am on page 160. Be a sender of blessings. Blessing is not a panacea by any means, still less a magic wand. You might need years of joyful, persevering practice before discovering its power and all of its ramifications. The well of our inner garden is infinite in its depth and freshness, and we will drink the waters thereof to the extent that we cultivate its proximity and visit it often, in meditation, in prayer, in blessing, and above all, in living love. Many little streams make the great Zambezi, says a proverb from Zimbabwe. Thousands of people who, each in their own corner, unpretentiously bless those around them, truly help to create a better world. More is needed, of course, much more. But it is a simple healing step every single person can take, be you bedridden, in prison, and there are many ways of being imprisoned, washing the dishes, walking along the street. In his Song of the Open Road, Walt Whitman wrote, "Afoot and light-hearted, I take to the open road, healthy, free, the world before me, the long brown path before me, leading wherever I choose." Why not take that path while blessing? It will help make the journey lighthearted and free. And today's affirmation, I will read through it once and then I'll invite you to join me. I bless this day and everything in it, calling forth all the good, seen and unseen. I know God's blessing walks with me wherever I go, that I am blessed even as I am a blessing to others, and so it is. Please stand and join me with conviction. I bless this day and everything in it, calling forth all the good, seen and unseen. I know God's blessing walks with me wherever I go, that I am blessed even as I am a blessing to others, and so it is. Sing. Wow. Be the blessing. Be the blessing, even as you have been blessed, for the power and the presence and the love of God is right where you are. You cannot be separate from it. And we are told in our creation story, we are told we were created and immediately we were blessed. There is no time in between. God saw it was good and God blessed them. So you've been pre-blessed for your convenience. But what does it mean to bless? We've been talking all month about this gentle art of blessing. So let's do a little bit of review. Remember, the first week we talked about what does it mean to be blessed? Actually, let me say this. Let me say that differently. Wow. Different state of mind right now. What does it mean to bless? It means, the dictionary definition says, when we bless something, we confer good upon something, or we confer divine favor upon something. And it is something that is done in consciousness. It is a word perhaps that is spoken, or perhaps it's a look, or perhaps it's a thought. It may or may not be something that happens out in the realm of effect, but I can guarantee you it has effects. Because consciousness is cause. We talked about that in week 2. When we bless someone or something, we are shifting and engaging the spiritual law that says it is done unto us as we believe. And when I'm cursing something, well, I'm paying my bills right now, I'm going to curse this bill. I'm going to have one experience with Comcast, right? I've cursed Comcast, trust me. But you know what? When I bless that Comcast bill, I have a whole different experience of it, don't I? Oh, you see, I can suddenly begin to think, oh my gosh, look at all the beautiful benefits I get from this thing called Comcast cable television, and I get internet service, and do you know that film I saw last month that I liked so much? Look at that, here it is, it's in this bill. And so I bless this bill. I confer good upon this bill. I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to pay Comcast for all the blessings I've already received. You ever paid your bills like that? Get started. Do you know something interesting about paying your bills? Most of the bills that we pay, we've already received the service, right? When you pay your electric bill, you've already received all the electricity. What are you complaining about? Stop it. When you pay your gas bill, you've already had heat in your house all month. Give thanks for it. Bless it. And when we invoke the blessing, we invoke the good that is in, as, and through all things, and we become more open channels for that good to express in the world. That is, we become that which we believe. We already are that which we believe, right? I think we talked about that last week. We're showing each other who we are. Because our lives, our outer lives, are a manifestation of our inner processes. We are what we believe we are. And so by becoming a source, a conscious source of blessing for the planet, we invoke spiritual law, the law of good, so that we manifest more good, not just in our lives, but in the world. We make the world a better place. I think that mostly catches us up. We blessed a baby this morning, didn't we? Was that a precious thing? We conferred good upon that baby. When somebody sneezes, what do we say? And there's a long history to that, but the point of it is we confer good upon someone when they sneeze. If we can confer good upon someone when they sneeze, don't you think we could go to the extra effort to confer good upon someone when their life is hard? Don't you think we could confer good upon someone who's irritating us right now? Could we go the extra mile? Could we put on our God minds? Can we strive to be God-minded? Because you know what? You're already blessed. You've been blessed. You were blessed right away. No lag time. You were created. You were blessed. You're it. You got it. Now be that for somebody else. Put on your God mind. Become a channel through which that infinite good can flow by owning what really is the spiritual truth of you, because you cannot be separate from the one life. And so today, next week is our pet blessing. Y'all bring in your puppies and whatever. Leashed, right? Leashed. Or crated, or in some other way contained, yes? And we will be blessing our pets and the animals next week, and it's going to be some serious fun in here, right? So don't miss that. Leashed, contained. Got that? All right. Just checking. And so really this is our last Sunday to talk fully about the idea of being a source of blessing. And so what I want to talk about today is really owning blessing as a way of life. That this isn't just a little series we did in September 2019. This is not just a little series we did for a month and then we practiced a little bit and then we went on to something else. No, what we want to do is own blessing as a way of life, that this is how we conduct our lives so that we can not only continue to reap the benefits in our own lives, but we can continue to be a source of the good for others in the world. So how do you do that? Well, I'm going back to Pierre Praderband and his book. He says in The Gentle Art of Blessing, there are kind of three things that we need to do in an ongoing way to cultivate blessing as a way of life. He says we first have to detach from the outcome. I'm going to bless you, and then I don't care what you do with it. Got that? Because you know what? Because it leads us to number 2. I'm not blessing you because I want you to do something different, right? I'm blessing you because I am putting on the very mind of God and being as close to God-like as I can manage in my human self, and blessing you, not attached to it creating any outcome at all. And the second thing is that I am actually even detached from the experience of blessing. That not only am I not doing it to get any outcome, I'm not doing it to get any recognition, I'm not doing it to get anything except the joy of being more godlike. That's it. I do it only for practice. I do it to practice putting on the divine mind. And the third thing he says we have to do, is very related to the second one, is that we know God as the source of the blessing. We are not the source of anything, right? We like to think we are. Do you like to think, I did that? That's mine. I created that. No, you didn't create anything. It's all already created. It all already exists. What you did was you became a channel through which that good could flow. You put on the mind of God. You allowed yourself to be transformed such that something could flow through you. And it ain't you. Because I of myself can do nothing. It is the Father, Mother, God within me that does the work. You of yourself can do nothing. I hate that part. Because I like to think I did. But the fact is, I can only do that which I can be in consciousness. As I open my heart and mind to the divine presence and allow it to flow through me and as me, the divine presence does the work. The divine presence within me creates the blessing. And I am simply the place where it can show up. Do you see how all three of these things, detaching from the outcome, detaching from the experience, knowing that God is the source of the blessing, all three of these things are about letting go of my ego. How about you? You have one of those? A little bit? See, I must release ego and embrace truth. And the spiritual truth is, God is good, all is well right here and right now. And to the degree that I can open my mind and be the presence, life will flow more effortlessly and easily for me and for the planet. I just got to be about it. I got to be about not acting out of my ego self, but allowing something greater than I am to move through me. I have to become a blessing master. I must master, not mastering, but allowing. Oh, that's kind of an interesting little proposition, isn't it? So how do we become blessing masters? I've got 2 tools to teach you today. That when you leave here, if you practice these tools, you will become a more powerful channel for that divine blessing a little more each day. Now, the thing you got to remember is God is infinite. Will you ever reach the apex of blessing? No. God is infinite. So we just practice, and we move along the spiral. We expand, we grow, we practice. And I don't know about you, but every time I think I'm there, something slams me. And I've learned just that there is no there, right? There is no place to go. There is no place to get. There is something to be. And that beingness is what's calling me forth. That beingness is what is being called forth from deep within me. And so I release any attachment, any ego, and I embrace the spiritual truth of oneness and unity. And to get there, I practice. Because how do I get good at anything? I practice. And so do you. That's how we all get good at things. So the first tool is the releasing prayer. If you were in the workshop the last 2 Wednesday nights, we practiced the releasing prayer a little bit, didn't we? I bless you, I accept you. I bless you, I accept you. I bless you, I accept you. Oh my gosh. So here's how the releasing prayer works. It's actually a mudra. A mudra is a position prayer. You engage your body, and it engages your mind and your heart in a new way because your body's engaged. So here's how it works. You bring to mind the thing that you want to bless. Or you could also say the thing that you want to forgive. Because sometimes the things that are hardest to bless are the things that we're hanging on to that need to be forgiven, right? And sometimes, baby, it might be you. And it looks like this. The image in mind. We see the image of the person, the institution, the thing, whatever it is that we are wanting to bless, to release, to forgive. I bless you. I accept you. I bless you. I accept you. And so let's practice for a moment. What I invite you to do is to just find that place where you feel comfortable and supported in your chair. And I invite you to bring yourself to mind, to close your eyes and take the sacred breath with me. And as you breathe, you recognize that something is breathing you, something greater than you are is breathing you. And you begin to form the image in your mind of yourself. However it is you see yourself, see that now in your mind. And please join me by crossing your hands over your chest. I accept you. And then releasing. I bless you. I accept you. I bless you. I accept you. I bless you. And just do this for a few moments in the silence, slowly blessing and accepting. And give thanks for the wisdom of this practice. And now I just invite you to bring to mind someone else, perhaps someone that you've been holding on to, perhaps some angry feelings or some hurt feelings. Bring to mind someone in your life that is causing a condition of discomfort, and see that person in your mind. And breathing in, I accept you. I bless you. I accept you. I bless you. I accept you. I bless you. And giving thanks for the wisdom of this experience, just bring your attention again to your breath. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes. How you feeling? Perhaps a range. For some of us, it's a great relief. Oh, wow, I finally get to bless and accept. For some of us, like, okay, I did it because you told me to, but I'm still not blessing and accepting that person. Anybody there? Yeah, I know. That's why this is a practice, right? Because if we are there, the people who bug us don't show up. Got it? You know what I'm saying? Remember I said there's no there to get to? If you're here, you have some growing to do. And so the people, it's like we're just going to attract to us the people who show us who we are. And that's why the practice is so important, right? Have you ever noticed that? I hate grocery checkers. They're all just terrible to work. You know what I mean? But what if you went in, those grocery checkers, I just love them. They work so hard, and they're always there. And I always get the most friendly, kind grocery checkers. I accept and I bless them. Do you see? You're going to have two different experiences in the grocery store, aren't you? And that doesn't necessarily mean the grocery checker changed. You changed. And as within, so without. So there's your one practice. And you do it until it's done. In the workshop, we talked about the practice of 7 times 70, which is based in the story of the disciple who came to Jesus and said, now, how many times am I supposed to forgive? 7 times, do you think? And what did Jesus say? No. 7 times isn't nearly enough. You should forgive 7 times 70, which does not mean 490 times. It means a whole bunch of times, way more than you think. Way more times than you think. Because as we forgive, as we bless, as we accept, everything unlike blessing and accepting comes up for the purpose of healing, for more blessing and accepting. Until there's no more mud in the bottom of that dirty glass, right? You've heard that metaphor? There's mud in the bottom of the glass. You pour fresh water in there, it's going to stir all the mud up, right? If you keep pouring the fresh water of spiritual truth in the glass, the mud will eventually go up over the sides and away. But you got to keep pouring the water of spiritual truth in that glass. If you say, oh no, I poured some water in my glass and all it did was get muddier, and you stop now, you're right. You're going to have muddier water until it settles to the bottom. And then you're going to have a whole bunch of mud again. But if you keep pouring the water of spiritual truth into the glass, Ernest Holmes said, to give up on the truth when the truth is needed is to show that you don't know the truth. Keep pouring the water in the glass. Truth always heals. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. But you have to know it. You have to know it. And you have to know it long enough to clear out all the stuff. I bless you. I accept you. I bless you. I accept you. I bless you. You know what? I got a couple folks I've been blessing and accepting for many years. Can I just say? And I think I might be getting there. I think I might be getting close. And one of them might be me. Sometimes the one that we most need to bless and accept is ourselves. So are you ready to go away and practice tool number 1? You ready for tool number 2? Yeah. This is based in a Buddhist teaching, a Buddhist meditation. And it goes like this. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. So repeat after me. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. You hear that? You can begin to get, this is your new chant. So let's begin with I. And we'll practice until we get it. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful Bring yourself to mind, envision yourself in mind, and please join me. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. Beautiful, beautiful. And I invite you now to just turn to someone near you. Just turn and look in the eyes of someone near you. And join me in singing to this person. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. Turn the other way and let's sing to our other neighbor. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. And now I invite you to sing to the room. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. And sing it to the room again. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we and may we be happy. One more time. And may we be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. How are you feeling right now? Filled with loving kindness? Well, peaceful and at ease. At least a little more than when you came in the room. How about it? And you see, this is what we are about. We are about the practice of knowing the divinity that we are more fully, so that we may live from that place, enrich our own lives, and create a world that works for everyone. Because only from here can we do it. And so I invite you to take your second tool and you're driving down the freeway and somebody cuts you off. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. And you're in a meeting and somebody says something that they've said 8 million times and it made you angry the 799 millionth time. And here it is again and you're, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. And on this one, you got to think about, okay, now who was getting all triggered here? It was me, wasn't it? All right, then. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. You see, we are as happy as we allow ourselves to be. We are as well as we allow ourselves to be. We are as filled with loving kindness as we allow ourselves to be. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Put on the mind of the Christ, the one who blessed us from the very beginning. And to close, we're just going to sing that one more time. Let's sing all three, an I, a you, and a we, and then we're going out on the blessing. May I be filled with loving kindness. See yourself. May I be well. Love yourself. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. And now just whoever it is you need to bless. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. Now hold the planet high. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. And if you think you can't make a difference, I invite you right now to think of Greta Thunberg, who went on strike a year ago by herself and went on strike 2 days ago with between 3 and 4 million people around the world. You make a difference. Now get out there and be about it. And so it is. Amen.